This video is for a guided, slow knitting listening process to be used with your Rebirth knitting project in a way that invites witnessing the way you are aligned with treating yourself in the present moment. So I invite you to gather up whatever you've done so far for your Rebirth knitting project and have it nearby so that it's ready to be picked up and worked with when the time comes during this video. You can pause here and gather that and then come back once you've gathered what you need. I invite you to take a moment to get comfortable, check in with your body and see if there's anything that it needs for comfort. We're going to take our time getting started while becoming aware of the body's senses. If at any point during this video that you want to spend more time on something, you can always pause and resume when you're ready to continue. I'll start us off by saying some words in Japanese, the Reiki precepts. I'll translate them into English, and then I'll go into some more intention setting and clearing the space of any interference or distraction. You're invited also, if you have a sense of spiritual support, or just to connect with a sense of love or something that helps you to feel supported and cared for. You can just think of anything that reminds you of that feeling of being loved and held and safe. Even if it's just your project itself, having that anchor in the physical present moment, having that project with you as an anchor can be a sense of support and a sense of love to help guide you through this process that we're going to be going through. So you're invited to connect with that while I'm saying these next few words. Keo dake wa okorona shinpai suna kansheshite gyo hagame shitone shinsetsu ni. Just for today, I release worry. I release anger. I embody gratitude, dedication to knowing myself, and being kind. Helpful spirit powers of the lands, sky and sea, the earth, the stars, the elements and directions, the helpful and wise well ancestors of mine and those who are listening in on this video. We invite you to come close. I ask that you please cleanse the space within us, around us, above us, and below us, for as far as we can perceive, so that we're free of any interference or distraction, so that we may be focused on what is helpful and needed during this time. Please establish around our cleared space a strong layer of protection, and to help us be supported in doing and seeing what needs to be done and seen for our Rebirth knitting project. We invite the materials and the tools and the fibers to all work with us cooperatively towards seeing the reflection of who we are and how we're treating ourselves in this moment. And we're thankful for all that you do and have done for us, seen and unseen, as we have and are and continue to walk this path of rebirth. Thank you. So take a moment and connect with your breathing and invite your awareness to come into your body. You can do this with your eyes open or closed, whatever way feels right for you. I invite you to be aware of the breathing as it expands your chest and as you release a breath, that sense of relief that comes. Bring your awareness to your belly and notice the sense of support under you, holding your body in the space that it's in. The connection of your back, your hips, your feet, to that sense of support. And know that beneath that is the earth, holding you in this space, in this time. Just take a moment here, feeling that sense of connection. When it feels right, you're invited to pick up your project and hold it in stillness, to notice its influence on your body in this moment. How does your body sense the project? You feel its weight, its texture? Where would it like to rest with you in this moment? Just take a moment to let the project and your body feel comfortable together in this space. And if movement comes, let it, but without creating any stitches yet. Notice if you feel the project as texture or temperature or weight. Maybe it has a smell, or you're experiencing it visually, or maybe it's something else. Just take a moment and notice which sense stands out the most for you in this moment. And how does it feel to lean in to that sense experience with your project? And before beginning to knit, notice if there is a draw to begin knitting, something pulling you towards starting. And just take note of any degree of intensity or urgency there. And just notice that. Is resting with just sensing enough? Or is there a pull to create stitches? And take a moment and sit with any sensations that come up. Maybe bring an open-ended curiosity if it's needed to whatever is here. And as you lift the project to prepare to begin knitting, notice the weight as you lift it. Notice the grip that your hands have on the needles. And when you're ready, let yourself start making some stitches. And notice what stands out to you as those stitches begin to form. Notice what speed and how that feels. And what does it feel like if you adjust the speed, faster or slower? Maybe bring some curiosity to seeing how slowly you can make one single stitch. Draw it out. How slowly can you knit in this moment? And how long can you tolerate this degree of slowness? If you'd like, you can pause here. Is it possible to go any slower? Remember to breathe and witness how your body is moving. Notice the senses again. Watch. Which of the senses stands out the most to you? Is it what you're watching? What you're feeling? Just notice and witness as you continue to knit at your own pace, allowing the speed to adjust to feel natural for you in this moment. I invite you to notice what speed your body feels comfortable moving at now. And let's stay here, creating stitches at your own rhythm, witnessing them form. And begin to notice, while these stitches take form, what are their relationships to each other? In a general sense, looking at what you see, how is one part relating to another? What does each part represent? This could be the stitches in relationship to each other, or the stitches in relationship to the tools. Notice what stands out. In the relationships that you see, do they seem to be working cooperatively together or opposing each other? Just notice what story you're telling yourself about the relationship that you're witnessing. You can stay with this process for as long as you like. And if something comes up, you can just pause with your knitting and take some notes. Just what you witness in the relationships that you're seeing, whatever stories you're telling. You don't have to think about it or figure it out right now. Just jot down a few notes about what you see. And let there be an invitation to witnessing in your daily life if this same relationship dynamic shows up in other places in your life, either with your relationship with yourself and how you treat yourself, or with those who are around you. Just let there be a noticing of it. Just witness. And to notice also if there's that sense of judgment, of grasping or pushing away. And be easy with yourself about whatever it is. Be gentle. Be kind. And remember that your knitting is here as an anchor for you to sit with and be with. It is a reflection of yourself that's here for you, to care for you, to walk you through this process, stitch by stitch. Take care.